Hello again there, you guys. Brian here at 3TR, and I decided to do something a little bit different. Now, I'm not exactly sure who sent me these ideas, but a little while back, one of my viewers, I've completely lost track who sent me these ideas, sent through a couple ideas of me for video topics that he wanted me to discuss. And instead of just doing 3 short videos, I decided to do just a random topics video, hence the title, just kind of going over three random topics. So the first one is just going over my history of fighting games, which is pretty simple. The first fighting game I ever played was probably the first Mortal Kombat back on the Super NES. I was introduced to Mortal Kombat by my cousin, who I've yet to beat. After that, I did try some Street Fighter 2 when I was still a kid. However, I tried it at the arcade because when I was much smaller, I had this daycare, and they actually had this section in the back that actually had a bunch of arcade games, and they had all types of games back there. They had Sonic, they had Mario, they had Pac-Man, they had even the panoramic Avengers game, and they had Street Fighter 2 back there, so I had some experience there. And yeah, I didn't really play any fighting games during the, I want to say, PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis era. As far as I recall, there really wasn't anything there. I do recall playing Mortal Kombat 2, but I didn't play Mortal Kombat 3 till much later. I got really back into Mortal Kombat with Deadly Alliance, and then I went on to Deception. I thought that was okay, and then Armageddon was a little bit disappointing. And in between there, I think after Street Fighter 2, I didn't really get back into it. I never played Street Fighter 3, any of the variations. I didn't play any of the Marvel vs. Capcom games. I was pretty strictly to Mortal Kombat. I don't think I've ever played Tekken. I think I've played Dead or Alive once. Yeah, I recall myself thinking it was okay, but it was just not my type of fighting game. Go along further, went into Armageddon for Mortal Kombat. Didn't really like Armageddon all that much. I thought it was just a little bit too bloated with too many characters. Let's see, what else? What did we do after that? And then I do recall Soul Calibur. I didn't play any of the Soul Caliburs until I think Soul Calibur 4, that had Darth Vader if you got it on PlayStation 3, and Yoda if you got it on Xbox. I do recall playing that a little bit, but I didn't get into it. And then you had Mortal Kombat vs. DC, which a lot of people hated. I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay. I just, a little bit disappointed how you couldn't really kill, DC characters. And then Mortal Kombat 10 eventually came out, and I really got back into it. And in terms of my history with fighting games, all I can say is that if it was not Mortal Kombat, I might have tried it once, but I didn't get into it. I don't really think, just for me, if games like, fighting games like that, and racing games, I usually like to stick to one particular franchise because it's just easier to keep my skill set with that franchise up, which is why I don't like to... I try to master one gaming franchise instead of trying to be good at all fighting games. So that's really how my history of fighting games goes. Now to your second topic, you want my opinion on current gen systems. I think that we haven't quite reached that point where current gen systems are really all that great. I still think last gen is a lot better. Overall, it still has a much better library, but that's kind of a given since we're just now entering this current gen systems. But overall, I can say the only real thing that this generation has given us is it's much easier to share our gameplay and broadcast ourselves. I think that's really the only thing this generation has given us. Unfortunately, for someone like me, none of you guys really watch me play Twitch, so I don't bother with that function. However, I will say that it does make it a lot easier to record my footage for my game reviews because, I still have my gaming card for my PlayStation 3, so there's that. But yeah, I don't really graphic wise. I don't think it's a massive improvement yet. But we are gonna start seeing some games really start to push these new systems to their limits, and then we'll start seeing a difference. So overall, I don't think. Put it like this. I think we're in that period of time where it's slightly more powerful. I don't think it's a massive improvement over last gen, but it's all right. And the last topic that this viewer wanted me to talk about is just the future of the channel. Really don't know what else to say. I'm just trying to keep videos relevant. I'm trying to bring in more people. I'm trying all sorts of new things. I really don't know what else to do with the channel. I try to make it better. I don't really know how to do that. I mean, I am getting subscribers every day. I just kind of wish I knew how to increase the rate that I bring people in. And I really just don't really know what else to do. I mean, do I plan on quitting on doing 3TR? Not in the immediate future. Probably not in the next 5 or 6 years. But I wouldn't mind if the channel had a partner. I had always intended for 3TR to be done between me and other people, because I think the dynamic that we would have on camera would be much more welcoming than it just always being me, which is why I always prefer to always try to get guests on the show or try doing collaboration videos with other people, because that's just fun to do. But that's really all I have to say in terms of the immediate future of the channel. Just trying to bring in more people. I've set certain subscriber goals. At this rate, it looks like I might not reach, this year's goal, which I'm a little bit disappointed about, but all I can do is the best I can. And with that, that's really everything I have to say. If you guys have any ideas that you would like me to talk about, or video topic ideas or top 10s lists for you to share with them in the comments down below, and I'll see if I can get them up as soon as I can. So with that out of the way, I will see you guys next time.